Alrighty. So again, good afternoon. We are very, very lucky to have Qusay Hussein with us today. And I just want to start, like I just said before, I want to let you introduce yourself and tell us and share the parts of yourself that you'd like to. So I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about yourself. You can include with that if you'd like what you're studying now and what you hope to do with your degree, or any other components that you'd like for us to know.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor, for inviting me for your class to speak, and thank you for the student as well. And also, I would like, before I introduce myself, like I talk about myself, I would like to ask a question, 3 questions I have for the student. I would love if they could write it down because I will ask them later. First of all, why you are here? You taking this class? And second question, kind of question, like 2 options you have. If you prefer to be, if you are in somewhere, you will prefer to be in beach or you will be in a swimming pool. Write that down, and then I will ask you and give me your option later. I will ask you why you chose it and what part of it, or like why you chose this option.
Can you repeat the second question real quick? I didn't catch the second question.
What you prefer to be in a beach or you will be in a swimming pool?
Okay. Great. Thank you.
As vacation.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. About myself, so I'm originally from Iraq. I came to the United States in 2012. When I came here, I don't speak English, just hi and how are you? I lost my vision through suicide bomb in Iraq, through car bomb. He drove to the stadium and he blew himself. And after that, I lost my vision and part of my face. So far, I have 62 surgery, and yeah, so it was a rough life. And then like especially when I came here, like it says hard. I don't know anyone here, no family, no relatives, just I could say just God. So, but with the help of nice people, with the help of American, I was able to stop on my feet and open the door and start seeing my life, going to church for studying English and going to ESL at ACC. And from ACC, I graduated and I got my GED on the second region, high score, and I got my associate also on very high score, and I moved to the University of Texas. Right now, I'm a student there. I'm doing dual degree, psychology and social work, and also I minor in disability at School of Social Work as well. So this is kind of about me a little bit, because if I will tell you about my whole story, I will probably take the whole class. So maybe Dr. Lauren, she will allow that or not, but I don't want to take all her class. But if you want about me, I have documentary on YouTube, and I have tons of videos. Just type Qusay Hussein, it should be popped up, and then you could watch it. So disability, like I lived in 3 countries. Actually, I visited many countries. I visited Europe, I visited Middle East, and I visited most the whole states in the United States here. Like each country or each state treat people with disability different. It depends on people. It depends on the diversity of people. Some people treat you very bad if you have disability, like country or state. Some no. Some, like for example, I will be biased. Austin very friendly. Austin is the multiple diversity, multiple people. I think more open-minded about it. And for example, if I want to cross the street, I could see like person walking, like she or he, even they don't know me, they will come to help me to cross the street. I'm just giving an example. but I went one state. I don't want to mention the name because just in case if I go back, they don't give me something. I'm just joking here. So yeah, I went one state. They didn't actually, they don't say hi to you. Uh, so this is hard. Like, I don't know, they scare from person with disability, or they don't have knowledge about it. And the reason why I say that, it's not just that person. Even you go to airports, even you go to a restaurant, you could feel from inside you this is different. It's not kind of welcoming. It's not warmth, welcome. And this is like kind of like this encourage the person with disability to go back to this place. And I always told people, person with disability, or any person, like any person, even if it does not have disability, if you want to help this person, you must be closer to them. You must be supportive. But if you want to kill this person and make him death and alive without before even death, just isolate them. When you isolate them from the society, this person already like get like, will get in situation and very depressed and very in very bad mood, because it's isolation. It's very difficult. So for me, I speak. I then attend many events. So advocate for people with disability, because where I got my accident, to be honest, the government does not do anything for people with disability. Nothing. The only people who was take care of me is my family, my mom and dad specifically. So I want to do something. I have capable, but I don't have any of the tools. I don't have any of the support from people, because unfortunately, if they see you are disabled, that's it. You got they said you're capable. It's gone from you. This is what they think, but inside you, no, you are capable to do things. So this is what happened to me after the accident. 2 years, I do nothing, just home, eat, and go to my room. But inside me, I didn't lose the hope. I didn't lose. I know I'm going to do something. So I went to Jordan and worked with. I went as patient in Jordan and worked with Doctors Without Borders. Maybe some of you know about them. So I worked there for 3 years and helping patients, talk to them before they do surgery, and also helping them, take them to sightseeing, like visiting new places. And I did that for 3 years. And one of the doctor recommended, like, why I don't come to the United States to finish my education. So I come here, I apply as a refugee, and I come here to get my education, so I could be able to help other people. So I start giving speeches and advocate in 2013, and since that time I got enjoy with different organizations who deal with disability. For example, right now I'm working with Texas Center of Disability Study at University of Texas. So we do research on how we created programs to help people with disability, and also on SSD office, like we have committee. So we help like how we can the accommodation letters, how we can like the student give it to the professor, and also sometimes we meet with the professors how they could accommodate the students, because you need cooperation from both sides. You could not do it just because you are capable. You are, for example, I'm capable, I'm able to do it, and such and such. But if the professor does not give me opportunity, even how much I have like capability, I will not able to succeed, because there will be always some difficulty, PDF, or there are some website they just give you image, and then, for example, as I'm visual impaired, I could not see the image. Will tell you, the computer will tell you JPG. So JPG, but you don't know what's going on, help there. So you need somebody to help you, or the professor will describe it for you, or we'll give you like, yeah, somebody could help you, the TA or something, describe it for you. So yeah, I worked with many professors, and so far, honestly, like all my professors have been very great. I have one issue with one professor, but that mean didn't pull me back and didn't stop me from when I achieve my goal. So if you want to succeed, if you want to be who you are, do not let any person stop on your way. Do not, like your friends, your family, your everyone, even person like mom and dad. If you have goals, but in a good faith, the goals. When I'm saying good goal, not like to drink, to get smoke. This is negative goals. But I'm saying like finishing school, getting the degree you want. Don't let any people come inject bad idea in your brain, because if since you allow this person enter to your brain, just said it will pull you down. Like kind of bacteria multiplies so quickly. So since we have negative in our brain, just said we will start thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not capable. This is what he told me or she told me. So do not do that. If you have goal, him for it, and then you will achieve it. My family was sitting to me. I told them I will be an American. They laughed on me. They say, "Okay, take us if you go there." Like I know in my mind they just laugh like, "No way, he will get an American." Right now they bleed me to come here, but I'm trying to come get him here, but I'm not able. But I didn't let their ideas enter to my brain, because I have belief and I have goal, and just said, and I will work for it. Not just I have goal without doing nothing for it. I tried everywhere. I called many people who helped me. So even the person with disability or without, you must have goals for your life and what you want to achieve, why you are exist. As I mentioned, for I ask you why you are here. You are here because you have goal. You have goal to finish this class, and then we will move on. You will move on toward your degree or your certificate, whatever you are here for. So this is your goal, to attend at 12:30 maybe every day or other day, so to achieve your goal. This is what we do. And then this is good way, better than you don't do nothing and just let the time pass without moving anything. So this is just a little bit, and I would love to open it for Dr. Lauren for her questions, and hopefully I will answer it if I am able.
Great. Thank you so much for giving us that overview of insights into who you are and how you think about your role. I think that you recently wrote an op-ed or an opinion piece for the newspaper, which is something we've been doing in this class. In fact, everybody just finished an assignment that was like that. And I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about it, why you wrote it, and what your goal was for that piece.
Thank you for the question. Actually, I wrote that. It was also assignment for one of my classes, but also I made it very good way, like to address it to the city of Austin. I wrote it because there are some things not accessible. For example, elevators. Many elevators, they don't have token button. They're just beeping, but you don't know which floor you are. Just you say, but if somebody talks to you, you will forget, like you start counting the beeping for the elevator, or the traffic light, like the cross button. If you want to cross, I wrote like 65% those button does not work. Just make people feeling, oh, you push the button with the light turn on. It's not true. Some of them is not working. The one in the corner, when you try to cross the street, you push the button, it's not. There are many doors, it's not accessible for the people with wheelchair. They have stairs, so wheelchair could not able to access it. So I wrote the adverts like what we need for the city of Austin to be better environment for people with disability, because we have two school, we have deaf school as well. So we have kind of three school dealing with people with disability. So must the city be a better environment for people with disability? So yeah, this was my project on the city. And then also transportation. We have very bad transportation here in Austin, very bad. The bus will tell you like half an hour will come, but sometimes take you like an hour or 45 minutes. So if you have appointment and you don't go leave early, hallelujah, you will not get to your appointment.
Thank you. I should share the link to your op-ed with the class, which I didn't do, but congratulations on getting it published. And I love that it started off as an assignment.
Yeah, everything start from small, but after you start working on it and your dreams start getting bigger and bigger and you could extend it, this is what we should do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So I wonder if you can tell us a little bit about how ableism shows up, or how you view it, how it shows up either for you or how you see it impacting other folks. And then I have another question later, which is kind of on the other side of that coin, which is the idea of privileged or unearned advantage, and how you see that also showing up for people when it comes to ableism.
Yeah, actually, this is I like I see it in different way. To be honest, I see it like some people will judge you. As I mentioned earlier, they will judge you even before they know you. Like this is ableism. Like yeah, I see person, for example, I see person with wheelchair or person having cane. Oh, this is not, it's not capable. And happened with me a lot. But after I start talking to the people, like professor, I have happened with me with one professor. He told me that when he first told me, he said, "Oh my God, how I will have him in my class? Like I don't know what to do." But after he know me, like it's like he say, I did know that you are capable. So this is kind of ableism, because this judged me before even talk to me. And same thing with my other people, with my folks, other blind or person with wheelchair or other disabilities. So unfortunately, people judge us before they know us, before we even talked, since they see we are disabled. And also, like some, for example, I could say, like when you apply for school, say disability, maybe they will take you out from the list, or even job as well. I will be honest, and sometimes even they judge you from your name. So I see that a lot.
Something you just said actually made me think of another question for you. When you said sometimes you might be judged based on disability, but also on your name. And so this semester we've been talking about various systems of oppression: racism, sexism, xenophobia, religious oppression, all of that. And we also talk about the idea of intersectionality and the ways that different systems of oppression overlap or combine or interact to make everyone's experience different and unique. And I'm wondering, either in your experience or in your studies that you do you have thoughts about how disability intersects with racism or with religious discrimination or with other forms of oppression?
Actually, yes, they are, to be honest. But it depends if you want to talk about U.S. or other country, it depends. It depends. Like for example, in my country, they don't. For example, they don't discriminate people with disability. They start getting afraid from them. For example, like people around me when I got my disability, they are not scared or any don't want to talk to me. They scared for me. Like if I do something, I will injure myself or doing something. But if you go to other country, I told you earlier, like no, maybe they will judge, like they discriminated you because of your disability or because of your religion. This is a very good point, actually, because you are like Muslim or Christian or Buddhism, whatever like religion you practice, maybe people who review your things will have will don't like this religion, or you have some stigma about it. So you will get like, because of that, you will, even you qualify for this position, whatever, because of that, you will get out. And definitely I could see that sometime, not all of the time. It didn't, like by religion, it didn't happen with me at all. Like, I don't think so. Like, I experienced it, but it could be my name because Arabic, it could be that. But beside that, I didn't experiment it here, um, as like, discrimination or.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This question I didn't send you in advance, so you can say you don't want to answer it if you'd like. But I was thinking.
What cost you $10?
Right. I was thinking about the op-ed you wrote, and then the studies and the institute you're part of, the Center for Disability Studies. And there's a phrase in disability rights work here in the United States that goes something like, nothing about us without us. This idea that changes shouldn't be made without the people that it impacts leading that effort and leading that change. And I'm curious if you have any thoughts about that phrase, nothing about us without us, and how you see advocacy related to disability rights, and how you see the role both of people with disabilities, but also people without disabilities, their role in that fight. Does that make sense?
This is a huge question, but I will tell you something. If you have bouquet of flower, you will see different color on it. But if you have one type of flower, you see one color. So the bouquet of flower will give you yellow, red, uh, purple, blue, whatever you will see. So I think this is without us, or we are without other people, kind of just bouquet of just one flower, just one type. So you smell one type. But if you have the bouquet, you will see the people with disability, you will see people without disability. So I think we are complete each other by anyhow. So as we are the people with disability, if there are people without disability not with that, maybe the life is not good. It's not what we can do. Maybe we could not help each other. Maybe I could not drive my friend. My friend, she or he have wheelchair. They could not get the steering wheel. So we need other people to help us, and other people need us as well because they need us for many reasons. We give them the patience. We give them how to adapt the life. If you change your life, if accidentally you are driving, you get accident, or you feel something fell on you, you will get injured. So you will have people before you went through this path. So we will help you how to become adapt to your situation, how to be patient with others, with yourself. And there are many people with disability who are engineer, who are doctoral, who have, Jacob Bulletin. He is the first doctor was specialist in lung and heart. So there are people with disability who are very tough also. Well, like other people need their help. So this is what I think. Like we need help each other, advocating for equal life, um, for people with disability or without. So everyone, you should dream for equal life, and so we could move on together.
Oh, thank you. When you imagine students like the ones in this class and the things that we've been discussing this semester, and I'm sure you've had a class similar at UT, what would you hope that students perhaps do differently after taking a class like this, that hears different perspectives about disability rights, but also about lots of systems of oppression. What would be your sort of goal for how people would respond to a class like this and respond differently, maybe?
Yes. Oh, this is a beautiful question. Actually, I thought like sometime, like personally, sometime I don't like the class. Sometime, like when I take class, sometime for many reasons. There we should be talking here honest. Sometimes maybe you don't like the professor. Sometimes maybe you don't like the material. Sometimes maybe you don't like the location. Sometimes maybe you don't like the time. Maybe super early for you or too late for you. So all of that sometimes make us do not like the class for one reason or another. So, but keep in mind that you come here to learn. Don't let this is one of negative will dominate your brain and leave the good information out. Okay, I don't like the time, but what I'm getting knowledge, I'm getting meeting good nice professor, making good friends. So let the positive dominate the negative. Don't do the opposite, because our our brain, the subconscious, always try bringing you the negative idea. Um, for example, me and Dr. Lauren, we are very close friends. We are like very friends. If we had, uh, I had one issue with Dr. Lauren, my subconscious brain will bring me the bad image, everything Dr. Lauren brought to me, and it told me to see what Dr. Lauren did for you. But if I said with myself 15 minutes without like saying anything to Dr. Lauren, and say no, I will remember the good time I spent with Dr. Lauren. I said no. Me and her, we went to restaurant. We have coffee together. We discussed this topic together. So we have good relationship. Like why we bring the negative. So here the subconscious will update you with a beautiful image, not the bad image. So when you sit in a class, you should keep in mind like you are learning, you are like seeing some videos will benefit you in the future. Maybe you could position will work with this same type of um, this like disability. Maybe you could become supervisor. So we will to interact with others. You need this knowledge, so we be able to communicate with other people.
Oh, thank you. You certainly have a tremendous amount of patience and grace for other people, for other people's foibles and ignorance. And it's kind of amazing. Well, I want to stop asking questions maybe now and make sure there's plenty of time for students in the class to ask to pose any questions that they might have, and it can be related to the kinds of studies that Qusay does. It can be related. You can try to tie it to any of the readings that we had in class today, although there'll be readings that Qusay hasn't necessarily read. So I'm going to pause there, and you can maybe either unmute yourself if you'd like, or you can pose your question into chat and I can read it out loud.
Well, the question in the chat probably $5. The person who talking and speak like $10. So feel free to choose whatever option you want to choose.
All right, so I've got a question for you. Knowing that you haven't always been blind, so you kind of get to see both sides of the picture. And one of the things that they talked about in our readings today was many of the things that we see are socially constructed, right? So you also talk about being positive and looking at things positive. So, and you said that you all had done a lot of traveling. So my question to you is, having this disability of your blindness, what would you say is a good thing about it?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Let me see how I can brush this question. So what I can say about it is gave me two life. Kind of go to from this earth to Mars. And when you come back, same question I will ask you, what did you see there? you will tell me. I see, snow, whatever. So I could tell you, I come from light life to the dark, and I will answer both. Actually, if you give me prefer, I will prefer the dark life. Dark life, I not mean dark like you don't have goals or hope, you don't have good family, you don't have whatever something you dream for. No, I mean I could not see. That's it. Not dark like mean you always depressed. No. So, but I prefer the blindness because it gave me a lot vision to the life and how should approach it. To me, for example, nothing worth it this life. Like maybe some of you scared from your phone dropped or your computer broke or your car or somebody using your device, whatever, or items. For me, this is nothing. I lose headphones, I lose phone, I don't care. I say, okay, this is lost. Thank God, move on, because this is items. I brought these items. I didn't like kill myself to get it. No, I bought it, but it's lost. But some of you might be thinking, oh my God, how I lost it, how I lost it. No, to me, I will let it go. Say, okay, it was with me. Somebody may be lucky will have it, so it's gone. So after I lost my vision, nothing worth it for me anymore. I'm talking about items. So the items is very important in our life, but it also could make us, sometimes it could make us depressed without noticing, So by that, I eliminate the depressed toward me, because since I don't care about the stuff, I start seeing beautiful people from the inside, not the outside, because the outside is always tricky. You could see people looking good, but inside they are not. So for me, my ears start giving me, I could scan you from the inside before I scan you from the outside. So since you talk to me, I could have alert if you are sorry, you are a good person or not. I could tell right away. So this is what I told you about the experience between the both life. And I will tell you something else, and you will tell me probably he's crazy. If you are mentioned for me right now, eye doctor here in Austin, Texas, he told me, Qusay, this doctor will give you your vision back. I told him, no, thank you, I don't want it, because I'm very comfortable with my life. I'm very content what I'm doing, and I'm happy without them. So I don't need them.
Thank you, Qusay.
I hope I answered to your question.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have other questions? I think because I said $5 for chat questions, $10 for unmuting.
Yes. Well, this time, how about we make it free, doctor? Let's make it free. They are deserve it.
Okay.
Yeah, they have deserve it. Go ahead, guys. This time free.
Hi, I have a question. Hi, my name is Ash. I come from a disabled family. Both of my parents and my brothers, they're all deaf, and I'm the only one who's not. And there have been times throughout my life that I have been in situations with them where people were not so nice to them. And I'm sure that you can understand that. And I often find myself feeling very angry with these people for not being understanding, or for just behaving in a very weird manner towards my family. And I don't know, if you experience anger sometimes dealing with people, but I was going to ask, like, how do you cope or deal with those feelings of anger with people that are not nice to you, or if they say something mean to you? Like, I struggle with being angry a lot at those people. And so I'm just wondering, if you deal with that, how do you deal with it?
Thank you, Ashley, for your question. But I will say something before I answer your question. Actually, a beautiful question. And yes, I'm a human. I'm like y'all. I don't have anything different from y'all. I have emotion. I have anger. I have like feeling. but always try. They say here in American example, they say, put your feet on other people's shoes. When somebody treated you bad in like attention or without knowledge, give it excuse. How? You give it excuse, you start thinking like, oh, this person maybe he does not have knowledge about it. Maybe this person never read about disability. This person maybe never watched video about disability. This person don't think or don't thought one day maybe he or she could be like that. Who knows? Who knows? Right now I'm sitting with you. Who knows what will happen in 1 hour or 1 second? We don't know. So always keeping that will give you less of frustrated, less of trying to like being mad from inside. So yes, I get sometimes very very sad. And where I get sad when some people really know and really study about it, but they do it in purpose, which is I could say this is like ignorant, or this is like this person he don't know anything, because if you know things and you go do it the opposite in purpose, you don't have knowledge. It doesn't matter what degree you have, you don't, because this is not you are moving. This is your darkness from inside your heart moving you without controlling your brain, without controlling your body what to do to others. So yeah, actually I hear you, but always giving excuse to people and say, okay, well, maybe this person not have knowledge. So that will help you to release your steam down and we'll move on. Because if every person will stop us, me or your family, as we are disabled, and we start fight, maybe right now we have a bruise on our face or on our body, because there are a lot of people who don't have disability and have the stigma. So we always like take them how they think and move on, because they will stay where they met you, and then you are moved. So keeping that in your brain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other questions?
I had a question as well. I know you talked about goals, like working towards achieving goals. So I was wondering what your goals are now, maybe related to what you're studying and how they've shifted over time.
Can you say your question again, please?
Yeah, with goals, what your goal is right now, like maybe related to what you're studying and how your goals have shifted over time.
Okay, cool. Yes. Actually, it did. It did big away. And this is what when I say goals, only like not stick on one goal. If this one .com just said I will stop at .move. No, I said goals, S in the end. The reason why it's a plural. And then that time will give you option. Right now, I don't know where you sit, but imagine you are sitting in an apartment, okay? How many roads will take you to your apartment complex? Or how many roads will take you to your home, your house? How many roads? Probably at least three or four or five, maybe. Or you sit in a building. How many roads will bring you to your buildings? Tons. So do not get your goals just one, because if you got one goal and just stopped, this is wrong. This is not goals. This is called I want to give up. So yes, I was studying plastic surgeon before I lost my vision, and when I lost my vision, I love plastic surgeon. I love to help people. This is in another way. But when I lost my vision, I could keep doing plastic surgeon, but I could teach it. No way I could operate. No way. This is something we should understand our power, our knowledge, we know ourselves first. So I said to myself, if I study plastic surgeon, I could just teach it, not practice it. So I switched it to psychology, and I studied psychology. Right now I'm doing psychology. Also, this is why I could help people. And guess what? I find also more degree helping people more than psychology with social work. And I got applied for it and I got accepted. And right now, waiting for to I apply for the master, and after that I'm going to continue the doctoral. Hopefully, same school Dr. Lauren went for her PhD. It's the School of Social Work at UT. So I'm hoping getting my PhD from there as well, because this is a phenomenal school and how they help people. So I find ways to start helping people with the goals I wanted. So yeah, I shifted from plastic to psychology, right now social work.
Thank you. I like to use a lot of illustrations in your points.
Well, I use it. The reason why I use it, because we are human. We love example. We love short story to understand better than I give you big of like very academic words, and then you start wondering. Maybe you didn't hear this word before. Maybe I didn't understand it very well, so I explain to you. So we are a human. I always try to give it image to people to imagine what we have. We have a lot of great things, but sometimes, because I told you we are around of the people around us could block that good things. Each of you, each one of us that I'm included to, we have something to do and something to help people, and something inside of us we are great on. Maybe you are great on writing. Maybe you are great in describe something. Maybe you are great in cooking. Each of us, we have talented. So why we don't show this talented to help other people? Why we could be greedy and just have it for us? This is, as a we human, we should help each other. So if you want to be greedy, this one you start built in depression. So we should help each other and move on. Respect. If you want somebody respect you, you say, oh, why that does not respect me? Because you didn't respect yourself first to let other people respect you. You must respect yourself, respect other. If you respect me, automatically I will respect you, even with thought. Just thought, I say I will respect this person. This person will answer, will respect you. But if you just say, oh, I don't care about that, and oh, he's just, sorry to say that word, he's piece of shit. If I told you are a piece of shit, you will get mad at me or not? You will hit me or not? You will do. But we should respect others so others could respect us.
Thank you. Zella, I think you have a question, and then Natalie has one.
Yes. So my question's kind of off topic, because me and my sister were having a discussion about like how all these new prenatal tests can check your child for disabilities and things like that. And we were talking about like if your child was to say like have Down syndrome or something, and you chose, like you discussed with your partner, and you chose to get an abortion, do you think that would be a form of ableism, or what are your opinions on things like that? Because like me and my sister are both like able-bodied people, so I'm wondering what a person with disabilities would think about that.
Okay. Can you read the question one more time, please? Like, just to, I don't want to give you answer without understand it 100%. If you could just like summarize it.
Yeah, of course. Sorry. So
no problem. No, beautiful question, but I want to understand it before I answer it.
Mm-hmm. So with all the new prenatal scans that can check your child for disabilities and things like that, if one of those tests were to come up positive and the parents decided to abort the baby, do you think that would be considered a form of ableism, or just all up to personal preference?
Definitely ableism, because I will tell you, because you making decision on other people, because this infant does not have like it could not have talking with you, so you decide. So if you decide me to get me out from school, without I doing nothing. This is nothing I could do. You discredit me, correct? You discriminated because you check the decision before you get back to me. Without me, without like not you don't know this child. Maybe he becomes the smartest child in the world. I don't know if you heard about the Nicholas from Australia. He don't have arms and he don't have legs. Right now he is like the most rich person in the world. He was speaking. He have his own airplane. So do you think this person, if not given success, he have all the wealth because he does not have limbs? No, this is definitely alcoholism, and then it's wrong. If I am, and just my opinion, each one, as you mentioned, each person have opinion, but it's very wrong to get like abortion because they have disability. You never know. You never know. This child, it could be like, yes, very disabled. Maybe it could be a very smart child. And, this is what you get blessed from God, give it to you. So I think also it depends, but in my opinion, this is very alcoholism.
Thank you. That was very insightful.
Yeah, thank you.
Natalie, do you have a question?
Yes. So you mentioned that, and I agree with you, that transportation is still not very great in Austin compared to many other cities. And you're right. I've noticed that when even trying to plan trips before, I've had to wait a while for a bus to come. So are you behind or providing any consultations or are working with any groups like Project Connect or any other groups trying to improve transit or public transit in Austin?
Unfortunately, no. I will tell you no, because I think I have a couple of friends who are in a committee, and I always try to push back, but nobody listen. This is the issue. Nobody listen. I will tell you that. And we have very, very bad transportation in all America, not just in Austin, but we are in Austin. We talk about Austin. Yes, we are. But if you go to Europe, it's amazing transportation, amazing accessible things for people with disability. If you go to Turkey, you go like all countries. Why we don't have that, I don't know. And I think this is because of system. The system is not meant for us, but hopefully in the future we'll make it. Well, because this is people put it, and then we are people, we will change it.
Thank you. That's helpful to know.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, so we're coming a little closer to the end of class, and I have a few reminders at the end of class for students, but because I wonder if we don't have any more questions, if you have any final thoughts or things you'd like to send us away with related to your studies and kind of what you hope to see in terms of disability studies in the future.
Yes, well, I hope to see, I mentioned like to see like there are services for people with disability. There are services people without disability as well. I would love to see like website Victor got described for visual impaired. System got better and better for us. And you as a student, you as the future teacher, you as the future of this country, please try help how much you can. If somebody sees a person with disability on the street, you are scared from how to approach them, just ask. Just ask, do you want to help? It will not hurt you. If this person, she or he, wanted help, we will say, yes, please. If not, they will tell you thank you. And then when they tell you thank you, mean they don't want your help. They are able to do it their own. So if you don't know how to approach people with disability, just ask. Excuse me, can I help you? If they say yes, it will be great. Not also great because this person able to do it. So ask will not hurt. And if somebody say no, don't defend, and like don't make yourself, oh, I'm not going to ask for anymore. And keep in mind, as people with disability, I will tell you, we are not angels. You will see bad people. I will tell you that. And you will see people like not sometimes not respect. We are like other people who don't have disability. They are good people and they're bad people. So always, try to give excuse. Maybe their day went bad. Maybe they need something, they don't have it for some reason. Maybe they got fight with their family member. So always give excuse, even people with disability or without, because you never know. I told you, like, put your foot on other people's shoes, so you will understand. Like, say, like, was it this person mad or don't have accessible? Like, if I'm in this position, what I should do? So all of that will give you idea how to help.
Oh, thank you so much. And I want to invite the class to either use chat or you can unmute yourselves and give Mr. Hussein a round of gratitude or applause for coming close to your own graduation, but also so many thanks for spending your time with us today and for allowing us to ask the questions that we also have.
Well, I thank you, all of you, and thank you, doctor, especially because you are amazing and you are always given this American good students, and then those the future of our country. And yeah, I know you. I know how you teach, so you're great. And thank you, student, for you listen to me, and hopefully I gave you something you benefit from. And also, I have YouTube channel. You could subscribe. I try to post video every week. I do not just speaking. I also do a lot of activity running. Play soccer. You will crazy say how I play soccer. So I do a lot of things to help the community to come together. So yeah, I have a lot guide learner. Like they run with me, and we run together. We do a lot of activity together and try to create it like warmth between ability and disability.
Oh, thank you. So what I'll do this week is I'll post your YouTube channel for folks to see. And so, there are a lot of thank yous for joining us and loved listening to you speak coming up in chat. And we just appreciate you sharing your time with us.